with these civs. Let me see. But I don't think we have many other options. So let's just do that. And it's okay, this could be really good actually. It's Indians and Malay, so there is more potential for some aggressive strategies. In the blue we have Xiaofan playing as the Indians. In the red we have Beat Heart, who is Vivi, but I'm gonna probably just say Xiaofan and red. That way people aren't getting confused. We have Malay for red, and then Xiaofan has Indians. I can only assume they're picking civilizations right now because they had 2 of the new expansion civs last time as well. And man, this map is open for Beat Heart. Look at this. Woodline on the back, but where else can he go for resources? No other wood close by. If he does go to this wood, he's going to be at the bottom of a hill, has to run back up this hill and back down to get to his TC. He has gold in the back, but again, there's hills, and there's nothing really to secure it, as well as this gold and this stone, and his main gold is right up on top of this hill. Luckily, he's the Malay, so if he wants to be aggressive early on, he can do so. Might be the map to do that. Looking at Xiaofan's base, this honestly isn't the best either. It is a bit better because he has 2 wood lines to choose from. And he has his main gold, secondary gold, and main stone all in the same spot. And while that sometimes can be very bad, it can also be quite good if you can defend all of your resources at the same time. Because obviously with the back wood line, he's probably going to build his barracks and production buildings on the front, and that should protect those resources. Wada's good. Wada's good. Do they still have massive AoE2 community? Do you mean on Arena? On Garena. I assume you mean on Arena. And yeah, there's a lot of people who play Arena. In fact, I'm slightly disappointed. I think we missed them. But Drakant and Keith were playing some 1v1s earlier, I believe. I'm slightly disappointed I missed out on that because the Arena games have been really good lately. Someone says that Blue will FC. Well, I don't think he's going to fast castle, but I think what he will do is he'll house wall the front. He can wall off here and then wall in between these cliffs, pretty much all along the front of his base, and then on the left side as well. So because that's a lot of walling for the early game, I think what we'll see is we'll see scouts from Indians. And then as he does the scout build, he will likely wall up. If he completes the walls where I'm pointing out, he will have all of his important resources in his base, multiple wood lines. That'll make it even more difficult for red. And also, it's hard to be aggressive versus Indians because they save so much food because their villas are cheaper that they can have a really strong early scout rush. Like 20 population up, no idle TC time, no idle stable time. Garena is a VPN thing. Oh, got it. Okay. That I don't know then. I know people still play on Game Ranger. I don't think the community is as large. But only communities I know of are Steam, Game Ranger, and Boobly. I was actually trying to get on Game Ranger to do something for the 24-hour stream. But it's just not going to be worth it. It's not going to be worth it. I was really struggling to get everything set up and working there, and it would just be a complication to add into a 24-hour stream, which is normally a pretty tiring thing. By the way, I see the title of the stream has been changed. The 24-hour stream, look below, you should see the time for it. It'll be on Saturday. I will have to fix the title in between games. So Xiaofan has clicked up. Like I said, 20 population. Normally, that leaves you kind of stretched. But in this situation, it doesn't with Indians. Because you're banking up so much extra food as your bills are cheaper. In fact, because of that, I enjoy playing with Indians. I love being in a position where my economy is always strong. I'm not a big fan of builds where I don't have a lot of economy behind my attacks. I'm not a big fan of civilizations where I don't have a lot of economy behind my attacks, and most of the top players think the same way. Now you might be thinking, oh man, T90, what on earth is Red doing? He's going to be late to the next stage. Well, really, he's not going to be that far behind. He is going to click up now. let's see, he's going to go up on 25 population, but his opponent went up on 20 pop. So, saying that, there's going to be a minute or two for blue to do damage, but because red advances 80% faster to each age, he's chosen to go up on 25 population, so he has that stronger economy. I would say that normally, these man-at-arms would be quite strong still, but the downside is he's versus Civ that can go up this early. The blue's gonna have time to mass his scouts. When in the day will you start streaming? 7 a.m. Cumlock, just go below the stream, and if you look at the schedule, it'll be in your time zone. So 7 a.m. for me, yes, if that's what you're asking. But if you're wondering your time, I'm not really sure. I just check out the schedule below. Alright, so red's now in feudal. He's going man-at-arms. Man-at-arms into archers, most likely. Meanwhile, blue is going to have his second scout out of the stable. As I said, economy to create scouts and create villagers at the same time. Lille were so OP when uptime was 100% faster. Yeah, they were pretty strong then, because you could then click up at 27 population. Your economy would be even stronger with an attack like this. But this is really something that blue cannot fight right now. He needs to hold, and red also doesn't want to overcommit. Both players want to hold some form of map control. If blue fights and he loses all of his scouts, all his momentum is gone, and then he's in trouble. And red, if he fights and loses his units to what will be more scouts, then the scouts can go right to his base. Are we going to see a forward spear? Yeah, I like the forward spear from red. That way he can get some extra shots in on the scouts. Yeah, and the schedule for the 24-hour stream is going to be posted before I go to bed tonight. Hopefully. I don't want to announce it and then have something change, but I'm speaking to players about T90 series. Slam is going to be joining at a certain time. I have a lot of factors. We're going to have Viper, Spirit of the Law, Dave, Slam. Then the players for T90 series, who I don't want to announce yet because I don't know for sure if they're going to be able to get here. This is a great cleanup from blue. Not even losing one. No, he lost one scout, sorry. But you see these weak ones. He kept them alive. Well played from him. And now he needs to push out, I think. And what we will see is skirmishers and scouts from blue. But you notice, he hasn't been able to wall up his base. It's a lot of walling, and he's leaving units exposed when he does that. So, I think for now, he's going to need to use his military to hold. Oh, wolf rush! Woo, 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 woo! You saw that blue had put palisades over the wolves, so he didn't run into them with his units earlier. And now red has just found it. And this is going to be great! This is actually going to come back to bite Xiaofan in the ass. This is great! The wolves are now going after the villagers. That's hilarious. Yeah, Spirit of the Law is going to be here. I do know his time, but I'm going to wait to announce the whole schedule at once. No villagers died here, but that was annoying for Xiaofan. Oh, this is actually surprising. This is very surprising stuff. I totally expected there to be 2 archer ranges here for red. But he's adding a stable instead. Huh. Okay, well, this could be good, it could be bad. It really depends on the engagements. He has his own spears to defend from enemy scouts, and there are weak scouts in the group. Blue also doesn't know about the stable yet. And blue's adding the skirmishers, thinking that he's going to be countering archers. Nice job to almost kill those spears. Okay, now he sees the stable. And now blue's got to be thinking, wait, what? I'm making skirms because he's going to be going archers. And that's not the case here. The opponent has actually gone into scouts. And it's a weird move because blue already has more numbers than scouts, and blue could create a few more, and then they'd be even, but we'll see how this plays out. I definitely like blue's position a lot more with Indians and their economy. Here, blue has lost a scout but killed a villager. And lost a skirmisher as well, which he now has found out isn't really that important to him. Well, now blue's going to defend with spears. Going to build a watchtower. I think the play for red will be to get to castle as fast as possible, use the market to buy if you have to, and go with elephants and or knights. Because he's not creating any more scouts. He's banking up a lot of gold. He's probably going to use the market now. And he's going to hit castle well before blue. This could be a brilliant move if he's able to do damage with the early castle age. How come Spirit of the Law has so much more subscribers than other Age of Empires channels? The thing about social media, the thing about YouTube and Twitch is that everything tends to snowball. You know, I think that Spirit of the Law has very niche content, like no one else does what he does. And I think that it makes him unique. While there's multiple channels who do commentary, there's multiple channels who do point of view, streaming, so I think that's what the difference is. And he does very well with them too. And also, he has videos that people who don't play Age of Empires or don't often know much about Age of Empires can enjoy. His videos appeal to pretty much everybody. I'd say the only group that his videos probably doesn't appeal to is the competitive scene, but in reality, the competitive scene is fairly small compared to everyone else. Okay, so now we're going to see the knight. Xiao Fan has clicked up himself back at home. He definitely has a stronger economy because he hasn't abused the market like his opponent has. A nice little pick off there. That was well done from blue. And oh my goodness, this game's going to be different. Red is actually going to go into monasteries now. So this is the thought process. This is a real game of counters. I'll walk you through it. So to start off, blue, he went scouts. Then he added skirmishers to counter his opponent's archers. Now he sees that his opponent has not gone for archers. His opponent has gone for knights. And he's thinking, well, I have one of the best camel civilizations in the game, if not the best. I'd say it's the best. And so he's going to add another stable. And he's thinking, wow, this is great. Because he's making knights versus my overpowered camels. Well, red's like, haha, not today, my friend. I'm just going to go right into monks to convert those camels. And you're not going to expect this either. So this is pretty impressive stuff. Now, you don't normally see this on Arabia. Because it's an open map, and it's so easy to lose monks on open maps. But this could actually work, especially because blue doesn't have any form of momentum at the moment to notice these monks. I hope this works, because I don't think I've seen anything like this yet in a Malay versus Indians matchup on Arabia. Oh, there's so much potential for this. This is so cool. And here are the camels. He's gonna build his own monastery. There's a siege workshop. Oh, monks in siege can be so strong here. Mangonel for the towers. Mangonel for the eco. Monks convert the camels. He's getting the camel defense upgrades now. He totally expects either knights or archers at this stage. Or maybe a castle from red, but I don't think he expects monks in siege. He might expect one monk. But he for sure does not expect more monks out of these monasteries. And there's a conversion for red. He's getting free hits in now with the spears and the camels. He's going to get more conversions here. Sure, he'll lose a monk. He might lose two. But now Xiao Fan is realizing, oh no. Oh no, what is this? Why are there more monks? He's pursuing these. He's trying to kill the monks with his camels and spears. That's a lot of spears there. But he's gonna lose these units. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many camels red has now. Red has 4 camels here. 12 military for him. He does have the Mangonel. That was a great trade for him. 4 camels, 2 spears, a knight, multiple monks. That was just a sick decision from red. And here they come now. Both these golds are forward for blue. I thought he'd be able to defend this nicely. But now he's forced into monks. And he's adding scouts as well. But the scouts will die to the camels that used to be his. The scouts are here to kill the monks. This is awesome. This is a sick play from Blue.
There are so few units out. It's almost like this map is deserted. T90 dad.
Arbitap, thank you for the 10 months, man. Welcome back. Thank you for the support. I love the move from Blue. He recognized he couldn't fight at home, so he just sent a few camels out to kill any monks that might have been coming out of the monasteries. Unfortunately for him, he did lose a camel. And he's still struggling on the front. Maybe with his own monks, he will be able to get conversions that will change things. But guys, this is a pretty crazy game. What's up, Nostreller? Welcome. Redemption now for Xiaofan, so we can convert the siege. I think when Dave and I casted an Indians matchup last week, we saw that there's no, Wait, what upgrade was it that the Indians missed with their monks? Or 1 second. Yeah, these camels are either going to get converted or die to the spears. Let me just see. What upgrade are they missing again? Oops. Atonement. Okay, yeah, so they cannot convert enemy monks if they cannot get atonement. They can convert enemy mangonels, and these monks have gotten a good head start here. But now atonement is in for red, and the mangonel is running away. These monks are desperately trying to get mangonel conversions. Look at all the red monks, though. Red converting 3 monks of the enemy, keeping his mangonels alive, and that's going to be the GG. Wow. Holy cow, guys. That, I know it was only a 29-minute game, but there was so much involved in that. Let's review again. It was relatively standard stuff to see scouts from Indians and then man-at-arms from Malay. But the follow-up is almost always to go for those archery ranges. And obviously Xiaofan expected that. Xiaofan added the skirms, feeling good about himself. Then he sees the stable, and he's still feeling good about himself, because he knows that he has camels. So he makes the camels. He gets upgrades on the camels. He makes more than 1 stable, thinking he's fine. And then his opponent has 3 monasteries and a siege workshop and absolutely destroys him. I mean, at this stage, the game was over because these mangonels kill all the bills on the gold. There's no gold on the back. And all the production buildings die then as well. The monks convert anything that comes out here. There's so much mind gaming there, and there was so many counter intricacies before 30 minutes that I'm just mind blown right now. I think as well, he was probably going to go for a castle soon too. So if this push was relatively even, he probably would have built the castle forward. So well played. So well played. We watched the entire King of the Desert tournament, and we didn't see anything like that in all those matchups. There's the food, wood, gold collected. Honestly, not a huge talking point, I think, because the resources are just dependent on their strategy choices. Very well played from Vivi. All right. Well, now I want to